I'm Dr. Binu. In Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning Fundamentals, the third unit is learning. It consists of various topics like machine learning definitions, classification, regression, approaches of machine learning models, types of learning, probability, basics of linear algebra, hypothesis spaces, inductive bias, evaluation, training and test data, cross validation, concept of overfitting and underfitting, then the meaning of bias and variance, regression, linear as well as logistic regression. The first topic is machine learning. What is machine learning? Machine learning is a branch of artificial intelligence that enables computers to learn from data and improve their performance over time without being explicitly programmed. The goal of machine learning is to create algorithms that can make predictions or decisions based on input data. There are varieties of types are available in the machine learning. It can be classified into supervised learning, unsupervised learning, as well as reinforcement learning. The supervised learning algorithms are again classified into classification as well as regression algorithms. The unsupervised learning is classified into a clustering as well as dimensionality reduction. Then the third category is reinforcement learning. The types is represented in a diagrammatic format in this particular slide. What are the steps normally involved in the machine learning algorithms? First, the data should be collected from the real-time data or from the database. Then the data should be pre-processed. Then the model should be selected. The model is getting trained. Then the trained model should be evaluated. Then based on the performance should be tuned. The supervised, we already saw the supervised learning is classified into two categories of algorithms, classification algorithms as well as regression algorithms. In classification algorithms, there are varieties of algorithms are available. Some important algorithms are logistic regression, decision trees, random forest, SVM, KNN, naive Bayes. In regression algorithms, the important algorithms are linear regression, SVR, decision trees, and random forest. In unsupervised learning, the data are not represented with labels. That is, unlabeled data. From the unlabeled data, the machine should learn from the previous experience. The model identifies the pattern. Then, based upon the learning, it should classify or categorize the output, either based upon the colors or shapes, whatever may be. Actually, the input is in the unsupervised learning, the input is a unlabeled data. The model or the algorithm finds the hidden pattern, then it groups the similar pattern of the data, then based upon the grouping, it provides the output. We can classify the supervised as well as unsupervised algorithms. In supervised algorithm, the data is labeled. If it is a circle means the circle diagrams is represented with a circle, likewise a triangle. But in unsupervised data, there should not any labeled. So it is represented as unlabeled data. In the supervised learning, the input data has desired output. But in the unsupervised learning, there is no desired output is given. It provides the output based upon its learning. In supervised learning, it learns from training data. In unsupervised learning, it learned from the learning, it identifies the hidden patterns and provides the output. Then we will see the differences between the clustering and association. Clustering is nothing but grouping similar data. And association is nothing but building the relationship between the data. For example, in clustering means if a paste is a common group of data means the varieties of paste companies, that is Colgate, Sensodyne, and Dauber, or comes under the clustering. But in the association means there is a relationship between data. Example, paste and the relationship between paste and brush as well as bread and butter. Some of the important clustering algorithms are k-means clustering, hierarchical clustering, KN. In association, some of the important algorithms are a priori, ECLAT, FP group. In clustering, the important algorithm is k-means clustering. Here, the input data, that is before clustering, the data should be not in a ordered form. After applying the clustering, the data is that is grouped based upon the colors as well as its shapes. Here in this diagram, the input data is categorized or clustered into three groups based upon its colors as well as shapes. Suppose, for example, if you are considering the customers in a market, we have to group the customers in the market. Means first you have to collect the data based upon the customers' purchase history as well as browsing patterns. Then we have to cluster the similar types of customers. Then each cluster receives personalized recommendations based upon their purchase history as well as browsing patterns. The new product launch as well as if any offer will be introduced means that informations or recommendations should be given to that particular customer in order to increase the purchase. Then the third category of learning is reinforcement learning. In reinforcement learning, the agent is the learner or that interact with the environment. What is meant by environment here? The external system that the agent interacts with. In the reinforcement learning by interacting with the environment. That is, the machine has to learn by interacting with the environment. Agent gets either rewards if it identifies the correct data or a penalty if it is not identified the data correctly. Then it learns by hit and trial method. The aim of the reinforcement learning is it has to train based upon in order to increase the or maximize the rewards as well as reduce the penalty. Suppose in the example of reinforcement learning, in this diagram, in this game, suppose if the player or agent has to reach the goal, here, suppose while crossing, if the agent is touching the fire means it is a penalty. In order to if they are avoiding, the particular agent is avoiding the fire means it get reward. Examples are chess game, math game, bumpers world, or the examples which comes under the reinforcement type of learning. Then we will see some of the applications of machine learning. It is normally used in facial recognition. It is comes under supervised learning. Spam mail detection. It is also supervised learning. Movie recommendation system, unsupervised learning. Detect fraud and transactions. It is also unsupervised learning. Chess with computers, reinforcement learning. Autonomous vehicles, reinforcement learning. Thank you.